In this video, I will teach you how to do blinking mechanics like this. I will do my best to teach you how to do the VFX as well, right? Okay. But first, there's some points that I need to tell you. For example, there's a limit. I put some limit on blinking. So if you see, as you can see here, I want to blink on that wall, but it's not happening because I put the trace limit on how far you can blink, right? Because it's like cheating if you blink, it can blink too much. Even if on up there, right? There's a limit, even the height. Okay. So in this example, I'm trying to get close there and blink there. So it will find a platform, a ground that you can blink before it can do that. So if I blink here, I'm not able to blink up there, like in the air, but here, for example, here, now I can blink up here instead of in the air. Vice versa, I can blink down, and blink up there. Also, um, if you're blinking like this far, I cannot blink on the other side of the platform because it's detecting all the closest platform, like in this one. Instead of blinking here, I just blink right here, right? For example, even if I'm close, I'm not able to blink because it's detecting the closest platform. But from here, same as that, right? If I can blink anywhere as long as I can see the platform. I mean the ground. In this example, um, as you can see, I can blink furthermore beyond this object, but if I move my mouse, still I can see the ground beyond this object, right? So I can blink forward. But right here, even if uh my cursor, I mean my pointer, that blink indicator is farther than object, but you reach the limit for blinking beyond, it will blink you on the top of the object, like this one. I'm not able to see the ground, I mean the floor on the other side, right? So it will blink me on the top of this platform. Even if I get closer, super closer like this, it won't me blink farther enough like here. Also, when you pointing to the wall, yeah, detecting the ground, the floor. By pointing up, I'm not blinking on the top of on the air. Instead, I blink here. But there's some bugs that I need to fix because when you blink like this, you are trying to blink, but the trace is zero. It needs to be limit like that because it blinks me in the air, right? Instead of in the ground. So when with trace is more than or closest to zero, uh, don't blink, or blink won't happen, or even the indicator won't show up because you are trying to blink um, like near zero traces, right? Or maybe it can blink you to the where you are, but it's nonsense, right? It's better um if you can just blink, no, not blink, because That's your limits, right? You need to put some limits in your mechanics as well. Um, in V in this VFX, I just learn it from YouTube. I'll try to tell you, or maybe I'll link the video link in the description so you can think he's better teacher than me. I only did the blink mechanics instead. Okay, so let's jump right now. Right, so first, we're gonna create our repo so that I can share it with you. There's one already. Blink mechanics, right? UE Unreal Engine, and then maybe not. Okay, so cloning this one to our Git desktop, Epic Games and Real Projects. Okay, so we have it here, Real Projects, and then UE5 Blink Mechanics, like that. And then in your create third person, I think we need the starter content. Uh, my project, uh, Blink Mechanics. Okay, but not in Unreal Project. And you need to find your repo. Right. If you are following like creating repo. Then it's gonna open. Let's wait for it to open. Okay, so here, let's try to play it first. Yeah, we have everything we need. What we're gonna do now is to create our folder, underscore main for me, so it will remain on top. Okay, then new folder, blueprints. Uh, and then VFX. Starter content. I think we only need this part. This one. VFX part. Uh, Copy here. Okay. And then in our uh, Git, I think we don't need this. Then external objects. Ignore. I'm just trying to make this starter content to make this clean so we don't push a lot of things because you have it here there as well when you create the project. So save, we're not gonna intermediate. This is all your uh okay. Level prototyping after third person map. I think this should everything will do. Init file character. Let's see. Yeah, I think that will be it. I think it's almost 1 gig everything. Every time you create the with template and Unreal. I'm gonna reuse the character here since we have it. You can remove the starter content now if you want to, because we just copy the sparks there. Gonna use the blueprint for from VP third person, and we open it. You can make your own character as well. I'll try to figure out what's best for us, like creating this one and now, so we don't need the third person character, right? Then in your blueprints, create a blueprint class, which is an actor, thing actor, yeah. Then VP target point. Okay, open your target point. Is that then add particle system cascade because it is the old particle system. Use your it's up to you. Go here main, then VFX, then click sparks, then like that. Okay, maybe make it a small 0.8. Oh, what did I do? Yeah, 0.8. What? 0.8. Okay, you can lock this one as well if you wanted. You know, I think that will be it. Vertical system. We just need to. We don't have. We don't need to do anything here. Yeah, just like that. And I think, yeah, let's see our main. This requires other resources. Luckily, I didn't remove the. Might need materials or you know material instance. Yeah, it doesn't need anything. So I think that's good. Save it. We already compiled it. Close it for now. Here, we already have input on our third person. We're gonna add new one. Uh, input, input action, IA link. Okay. See, main. So when I open, I just wanted like when I open it, it will automatically open where your main window is. Okay. Your uh, input action. Okay. I don't think that we need to modify anything there. Here rather, we need to add mappings, IA blink. Then in your I just click this one and then right click. But it's up to you. What do you want? What controls? But for me, I use right click. Okay, then save that and close. Right now, let's try it if it's working, right? IA blink. Triggered the screen load, right? Okay, so yeah, it's working. Just a test. Okay, so in our um, everything here, we don't modify this loop. This one, we're not gonna modify them. The jump as well, only IA blink. So in input blink, what we're gonna do is first, if you want to like this, right click and then zooming the mouse, right? Right? Zooming. Is it zooming? So it's like, indicating you that you can see the one that you wanna blink. I mean the point, like that, right? So we're gonna make the function for camera offset target. Name it what you want. It's up to you. Then timeline. So it's timeline. And timeline. Camera shift. Okay. Then in camera shift, add flow track. You can just name it as maybe flow track. The alpha. Alpha. Yeah. You can do alpha. Just click here, shift click and shift left click. Shift left click. Wait, shift click left. Okay, so to be zero. Why I don't wanna be zero? Okay, then this one should be 0.25 and then one, right? You can do this. Then scroll up, click everything, and then right click here, auto, right? And click this one, so make it like that. Okay, then you can close that one now. We're gonna do here update on our update. We can promote this to variable, which is our alpha date, right? Then cursor follow camera, get it? Set relative rotation and rotation. Okay. Then the float, this one, our float track, get it? Just since we set it, and then left, vector, and then your alpha, and then um report. Let's create a vector here. Um, we'll look for a camera location, a target. No, it's target. Uh, for no, target camera location. Okay, and then vector. Compile it first. Uh, for me, my best value. I didn't try. I tried this, but for you, it's up to you if you want to change the offsets. Maybe we can just name it offset. Offset camera, right? So from this one to this one. Rescue if you want like straight like that. If you have OCD. Okay. We're not gonna do the rotation. And then uh, let's try it first. We can try it first. Compile and save. I don't think that it will come back. See, I'm sorry. I didn't plug this one in. Okay. Plug it in, and then from here, I think it will be on started. On started. I'm gonna put it on started. Camera offset target. Got it? Offset target. We're just gonna remove that one. Compile, save, and run. See, it won't come back. It won't come back anymore because we haven't set the turn, right? Reverting the camera. So revert camera do here is custom event again. Uh, revert camera offset target. It's so match, right? Revert camera offset. I think this should be good. For me, said this is where I put the global time dilation. Make it one. Put it in reverse. Then in our global time dilation equals to uh, 0.01. Let's try this. But we're not gonna put the time dilation there because the camera will be slow mo as well. But later, just gonna put it back to one. When it's completed, I believe, see my cheat list. When it's completed, set camera, camera. Well, set camera offset when you're not revert. I'm sorry. Revert camera offset. So I think this should be finished. Uh, I think we need when it's finished. This when I right click back, or maybe this one affecting our this. Yeah, you can cancel it, right? But there's some kind of delay. I don't know why. It's like 1 second delay before it goes back. So let's see what's our problem there. Like there's a delay when you release. We didn't have a delay. We are playing this from the start and reversing it. Maybe not from the end, because where you release it, where you know maybe let's try. They could have a bug when you spam right click. Right? I don't know. Let's try to play my original game. There's no lag. Or maybe I didn't feel it because when you play here, you don't have mechanics yet. That's why it's kind of getting stuck there. So when I release it, it's just 1 second to teleport, right? So maybe just give it a try for now. Okay, so when we right click, uh, have alpha here, uh, here, right? Then I'm trying to check if this alpha branch not equals to 1 when it's fully right click, right? Like you are zooming, branch there, then let's create a new can teleport, right? Make it boolean, then set it. No. I'll click and then drag to set. Okay, so we're setting it check. Then from the false, we have another branch, right? And then uh, on teleport here, false, and another one like it's targeting. Because we need to know if our character is still targeting or not. Right? I made a sequence here just to run it both. Check this one, set global dilation to 0.1. Then set our character to targeting, right? And then what you could do Fade out. No, we're not gonna fade in, fade out. That here you can. We have VFX, right? So here, print, but we're gonna do it later. Play VFX, okay? But we're not gonna print anything. Just the indicator that we need to make a VFX from there. Okay, yeah. Let's try this. Doing time dilation back because our here we don't put it back to one. That's why getting slow when it's still what? Time dilation, then flow track, our alpha, then setting location alpha equals to 1, and then we are setting if we can teleport or blink, then this is just for, then we can still target it. If not, if we can teleport, we are setting back the can teleport to false and are targeting the false, right? So I wonder why we are the time dilation is going crazy when it come back. No, it didn't come back to one now. Or maybe we are missing something. Revert camera. So maybe add it here. Or no, maybe we can add it here from the start. Just to make sure that, oh, we need to put some. When it's finished, no. I put it. So when we are releasing, so this is the complete one. You can print something here anyway. So we know that um we are releasing. See, we are releasing, and then this one is being called maybe point one. That's why. Time dilation default is one, I believe, or maybe zero. One. No, no. So we are targeting it's right here. So I put hmm, maybe this is the issue. So I'm putting time dilation right here when it's targeting. and I'm not resetting it back. So below, move below from here. See, it's being cold. Right? So it's being called like targeting. Now, if false, I should be playing the normal probably here. Let's try, let's try. Yeah, yeah, that should fix. But we're gonna remove that later because I think we put this when after we blink. That's that's for now. Then here started. Uh, we're gonna make a custom event again, like prepare to blink, prepare blink, prepare to blink, prepare to blink. Right? Okay, so prepare to blink. We need to spawn the target that we made, right? For here, what we can do here is we can have a reference for target reference for uh, target point reference actor object reference, then get, and then right click, convert, validate, get, right? Then when it's valid, do this. Boom. It's already valid. And then if not valid, spawn actor class, then VP underscore target point, right? And then set your target reference here. Go back there. Okay. So for spawn, uh, we can spawn it where because this is the default spawn. So probably we can hide it anyway and then teleport. But for now, uh, I can make here like scene, add scene, target spawn, uh, any target point, any well, initial spawn. Okay, so I think our initial spawn we can put it like here, 40 and probably 70. Right? Go back to oh man, what's that? You can compile it as this one. Okay, so go back there. Your target initial spawn, get world transform, then point it right there. Okay. Uh, so this one Try to adjust location, but always one, because we need that. Or else we're gonna have some errors, right? Could do we can we can what is that? Collapse the function and then name it to one one target point. Okay? Just to make it cleaner. So gonna have a lot of things going on here later on. So let's try. We can try it. Not spawning. Because you know what? We didn't call we didn't call it. That's why it's not didn't happen. So we're gonna do it here. Prepare to blink on trigger because it's always been when it's trigger. So here we are spawning it, right? You can see. So this spawns forever because uh it spawns forever because we didn't do anything yet. Okay, so going back, we need to catch where is um, player last location, which is vector. Then we're gonna set it from here. Then then of course get after yourself location like that. And then um, we can create a function here. Function plus uh, initial line trace. Okay, line trace. Let's see. Uh, calling it. We're gonna call our line trace here. Okay, double click that. I made that, make it all right away because always forget calling things. Line trace by channel, not multi. Uh, line trace by channel. Okay, then let's connect it like that. For our trace, first we're gonna get the target spawn point, get your location. Our debug type is for duration maybe, so we can see it for now. Then connect it to start. Uh, the next one, our follow camera. The forward vector, right? Where we pointing at, then multiply. Um, this one is gonna do like this is the limit that I'm saying earlier. So let's create a limit like blink range. From now on, we're gonna use blink instead of teleport. Because teleport, I think, is a different um call. Eh, number. For me, good number is 800. It's like a decent one. So you multiply this into your camera, right? Anyway, when you want to align your, your blueprints nodes, you can just press Q like I'm doing right here. you're you have OCD. Plus, and then you plus them, then connect it to the end. Okay, we can try it. Ignore self, of course. 5, and that's the default anyway. You can add ignore here as well if you want to, but it's already on our thing, so that's why we're ignoring it. Okay, let's try it. See that we're pointing from our head to where we're going. So that's our first trace. Then you break the result, break hit result. We're gonna um, expose this one. Uh, maybe should I use local? Let's see. No, it's not local. We're gonna make it variable, blocking hit, right? Then go to variable distance. Maybe I'll use this distance if if like we're gonna return if can teleport. So we can try it right now. Anyway, impact point to set that, then the trace end. Okay, I'm gonna have a multiple trace here, so I'm gonna change this to block hit, LT hit, so our LT line trace distance, LT impact back point, and then LT trace end. Okay, connect one by one. Here, like that. Okay, and then you can minimize this one just to make it cleaner. Then, of course, return. Alright. So since we expose this to global variable, which is just variable, not local, to this function, so we can use it from here. So we don't need to return any values that we need. But if you want, you can return the whole block hit, which is this one. You can return it, right? And use it from there. But I think we're gonna use this later on for our for other traces. Okay, because I have a different kind of traces. Um, line traces from your viewport. View like the view distance, like from your eye to and then to the ground. Doing that as well. So we are pressing right now. Yeah, right, and then we're gonna make another. Can close that one. Function LT to ground trace. Okay, then call it here so you won't forget it. But before that, let's just remove this one. Um, I'm getting the current angles as well. Current angle, because this is the limitation for what do you call this for exploiting the blink. So to get this, we can create follow camera, then let forward vector, then your target spawn, road location. Okay, maybe we can move it to the other, just make some room, and then we need our teleport blink right. Multiply this one again, time, multiply that one, then we need to plus this one, plus, plus, plus it to our, I can make them like this so we don't get confused, and then minus, when you minus this into our, sorry, this one, minus, and then we need to normalize this, normalize, okay. I don't know why I came up with this solution, but if you have a different kind or better solution, uh, please let me know. But product only Z, so we are trying to get the angle from your view to the angle to the ground. So plus degrees, and then this is our thing right here. What you could do now, um, like this, make it align everything. This guys didn't press that way, but still make it straight. Okay, so after making everything straight, you can make post no, collapse the function, right? Function, but then you make it pure like this. Then we will call this get target angle. Okay, make sure you're pure, but doesn't matter. But if you want to make it like execute, you need to like put it here, right? After that, we go now to our, it's so big. We will make a multiple traces from here. Uh, First, line trace by channel again. Then we will make offset forward, add the variable, offset forward, our or um, forward target, compile, make it 50. That's my good number. Okay. Then select float like this. Then our no no no. You need to make if it's hit first. Or here, select float like this. Oh no, why is not true in true or false? I wanted to make like true or false, but if you can see, pick A if it's true. It's false, right? Uh, what we can do? Wait, wait, wait. We can do like select this select like the wild card thing. See this? Then it will make it true or false. All right. So if it's true, we're gonna use the offset forward. If it's false, it will zero. Okay. And then gonna make this one again. Put world location, then minus line trace impact point. Right? Uh, put it in up, and then normalize, of course. We our tolerance. Okay. Then multiply our this one like here. That multiply. Then line trace impact point again, and then minus this. Okay. And then that will be our starting point. But no, not yet, because we need to make this a function and then pure, again pure, um, vector line base. Okay, we don't have return. Well, like that, so you can have a return value. Okay, then select again, not the select this one, not this one, this one. So you can have a you can have true or false. If true, you're gonna use the one that we made. If false, guys trace n. Right? Then again, select line trace hit. If you hit something, line trace impact point, and then you can break this one. I'm gonna make another one for offset downward. Okay, we're trying to get compile this. Trying to get the floor. So we can make this 10,000. It's up to you, but 5,000 will be too much as well, or enough. Okay. We're gonna minus this one, minus 10. But for our downward, we need to split this one because we only minus the Z. So we're not doing in X and Y, only Z value. Okay. And then point it to root like that. Do this, something like that. And then if false, lies, line trace end, the impact point, and then the hour downward minus split, only the said, line them, then point it to false, right? So that will be our ground line trace to ground. If you're looking up, it will find a way to the ground if it's too much to our limit, right? We can check this. Our line trace color, we can change it to blue. Hopefully can be seen the word like not blue. You're not blue. Okay, so debug duration so you can see it. Let's try it. I think I called it already. So as you can see like that. See if I'm looking up, still looking down to the ground. So if I go there, everything's there, right? See that? Just our line trace. Okay? And then let's see the angle so we don't teleport to the what do you call this? We're not teleporting to the beyond the object. Beyond the object of our line sight. So the next trace that we're gonna do. So we can comment this ET to ground trace, right? Uh, Anyway, we can stick to that GT to line trace. Okay. I'm gonna make another one for EL layer to ground trace. Uh, from player. which is the point of view of player to ground. So we can detect I can show you. We can detect let's say here we are here, right? Where's my annotation? So we can detect we are detecting right here and from here to ground. So if this trace um it will get the point from hit point here and then our line trace here. So we are pointing here instead of going there. So uh, for example, we can have example right here. Station. Um, instead of if for assume that we don't see the ground there like this, right? Instead of going right here, we're not going there because we are tracing here the ground right here. Check because we are tracing like that. So instead of teleporting beyond there, assume we don't see this like we do earlier, right? So we're doing the trace from player to a ground. So you're gonna look for a ground. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is make another function. It's PL to GT, right? Ground trace. You can make it player like that. I don't wanna put like I think that should be fine. Okay. Then add it here. Line trace by channel again. I haven't tried this in on multiplayer. But hope you can optimize this better than I did. Point that work location, then put it in your start, then LT to DT. We don't have it yet. So what we're gonna do is go back to our we don't need the LT to ground trace because we haven't done anything here. We're gonna break your heat result. Only need the motor variable, which is LP LP2 GT hit, right? You can put question mark if you want to. I'm gonna put right now. The motor variable, not local variable. Then LT big letter to GT impact point. Okay. Then go to your player and then gonna use them to LT to GT impact point. Get it? Then put it to the end. Okay. So our debug type will be for duration again, and then change the color maybe ore so we can see it properly. Okay, let's try it. Uh, you go here, you see this. We are tracing here. Oh, just change. Instead of going there, you just trace the heat here, right? But we're not doing the twist downward yet. So we're only tracing the visual of the player. So even if I go up, it's still looking for, the ground because we don't see the floor beyond it. So instead of teleporting on the blue one, we only teleport on the top of this platform. Okay. After that, we're gonna break hit result again because we're gonna need this. Block hit, promote to variable, PL player to GT hit. Okay. And then impact point, local variable, no. PL to GT impact point. Okay. Then after that, line trace hit. If we are hitting the something, right, you're gonna use LT to GT hit. LT to GT hit, right. It's true, we're gonna use this one. Anyway, I'm gonna put some comments here so you can understand. LT to GT impact point. LT to GT. LT to GT impact point. So we are setting uh, our main ground trace. Are you ground trace? I think we need to create one. Like, don't set it through. So we're using LT to GT impact point if we have hit, right? Comment. Use LT to GT impact. Then if our current angle uh, is equal to the 90, 90 degrees branch for our false, right? If it's true, you're looking high, you're looking more than 90 degrees up. So what we're gonna do there is we're gonna use copy paste this. If it's true, we're gonna use our, I think it's the same. Yeah, but I need to copy paste this one. You're looking up. Because I don't want to connect it there because it's much, I might need something here later on. And the false, and then if this one true and then false, and then it go back here, right? Even if it's LT hit true. So that's why I'm separating it here. Okay, we can just copy paste the whole thing anyway. We're gonna have connect this one later on. But we need to finish this. Add route here. Okay. And then our final phrase, right? Function final phrase with your event and then connect this one. I, this one has purpose later on. I just put it right there. Anyway, you can just delete it for now. You can always make like, R. Oh no. Just hold R, then click it. That will create a lot of things for you. Because sometimes doing R is not working right. Okay, our final trace. I think we're done with the trace we need. So what we're gonna do here is, of course, line trace by channel again, right? Connect that one, and then line trace. I think we haven't done this. Line trace, trace, and cannot find the variable that we need for this. Line trace. What function is this? Line trace event grab. Those are line trace. Line trace. Oh, this one. LT line trace trace and that's why it's late double trace. I got confused for a bit. So LT line because line trace first initial line trace. Maybe we change it because it's kind of so confusion. Initial line trace. Initial no, leave it like that. Because I'm gonna change everything, right? Not just everything. I mean a lot of things. LT trace and this one. LT trace and then to the ground. Then we're gonna calculate this one. Select this one. EL to GT hit. We're trying to get this one. So if it's true, we're gonna use, of course, the impact point from PL to GT. Then if it's false, we're gonna use LT to GT impact point. So this is our final trace. Okay. Make it green. Duration. Then we break it. We need to. We don't need to expose this is our last. But if you need to, it's up to you. Ground trace. Our ground trace will be the one that we're gonna use to our teleport or blink. Our ground trace here. Impact point. Normal. Okay. Then another one, if false, we're not hitting false. Then select PL to GT hit. We hit something. PL to GT impact point. If it's true, if it's false, LT to GT impact. Okay. So that will be our final trace. Compile and save. Then go back. Did we call it final trace? Yeah, we call it here. And then we're gonna modify something before we do this. False here, right? Line trace hit, LT hit, branch again for our false. I know this is like nested false, if else, something like that. I love to use if else. PL to GT hit, branch again. In that false, that's why I didn't use the same thing here. Right? If it's true, you go there and recheck that one. And then if it's false, your route direct here, right? Like that. And then if this one is true, of course you connect that one. Simple as that. Then our ground trace, if it's false, then I'll click. Then false. Set your things to GT, PL to GT impact point. Like this. Okay. Uh, yeah, I think that's fair. I think this is good. Uh, I know there's a lot here, but we can collapse this to function if you want to. Then collapse this one function. Define find impact point like this to make it cleaner, right? Because they are all going in the same result later on, like this. But right, I think I did some return maybe. This one we're not gonna return. Or do we need to? We just need to set. But if we're not doing any trace yet, because we're just gonna use the um this one. But anyway, it will. I'm worried about um this one doesn't return, or it will continue. It will continue, of course. I think. Anyway, let's try if we're gonna change that if we have some bugs. So the green one should be our, see that? That our teleport. So it's the same, but if we're going over, you can see this. We're not going over. Instead of teleporting in the blue, you see the green line. It's going back here, right? But from here, we can try it here. This will be right. If you are so close and we are able to see the ground from there, we can teleport from there, as you can see on the green line here. But if you are reach the limit, like here, you can see that we are teleporting on the top of this one. And then if we are seeing the hitting the wall, we are teleporting this blue one. We are looking so high, we are teleporting to the green one. That's our closest ground, right? So if we want to teleport, instead of teleporting farther, it's not gonna happen because look, this is the closest ground we have on the blue point right there. So our dilation is kind of messed up, but this one, instead of teleporting on the blue. I think you get what my point is. Okay, so going back, hopefully, maybe we do fix some bugs. Okay, because I'm worried if this one didn't return, that's okay. But if this one returned there, then they're gonna change our line trace. But as you can see, that we're doing fine right there. So we can close everything, all the function that we don't need. Yeah, so we got a bunch of tracing here, right? So find impact point, then final trace. Yeah, it will be for our tracings. And then after tracing all of this, you can comment them. After we click here, we can custom set teleport location right here. You can call it on server, but I haven't tried multiplayer here. You need to have like uh network network prediction for, you know, it's kind of delay. So you're teleporting, you might have some rubber banding, like the problem on sprinting. Okay, so we're gonna hide the after teleporting, of course, when we call this. I think we should call this on after preparing to blink here. Uh, Preparing to blink, not RB. Let's try to call the custom function from here. Set teleport location. I wanted to blink location, right? I don't know why I keep using teleport. Set blink location. Set blink location on this one. Our reference for target point. Get target. Set after hidden in game. Of course, not gonna be hidden. Uh, we can. We need to make is link tested. We haven't set the pointer to the location of our pointer to our blink location. We haven't done that. Be later on. Okay, so oh, I think now we can do it. Okay, so if teleport success, we can set blink success here. I don't know if gonna put it here because we haven't know, right? If the teleportation or blinking is success, it's we can still cancel it. I believe so. We set aside this later for later on. But for now, do we have a target? Don't have blink location vector. Okay, compile and set. In our to set the blink location, get our ground trace. Course plus, plus split this, split, and then we're gonna do um, we will another one for offset upward. Didn't like that. Okay, said that's our link location. Then for target point reference, set after location to to our ground trace. What we're gonna do here, I think we need to set um our target point to be hidden. No, it's need to be visible. Let me see. Then in game, because we're hiding it here, so after not hidden, right? So I was thinking that if this one is default as hidden, so we don't. Why I'm setting it here? Uh, for us, since we are done, we found out everything on our trace. We can just hide that, so it doesn't bother us. None. Just set it to none. The to none. Oh, not this one. Find trace. Minimize this. None. So we are setting the here. But there's another one. Where's that final trace probably? No, it's not. You can see the hour blink there, right? Oh, printing hello here. Okay, so going back there, after setting all of that, set blink location, set blink location. This one is to do, that's for later on. What we're gonna do here, I wonder if you click, no, not canceling, to put some left click. If you left click, will cancel blinking, right? You can do that as well later on. So set teleport location or blink. Almost saying blink. Okay. So this is our camera function offset. Hmm, what we're gonna do now is, should we blink right now? Okay. We do have camera revert, revert camera. We do have completed here, which is revert. Oh, oh, oh. I'm not gonna use it from here. That's why maybe there's something wrong. I'm gonna do custom the comment. Custom event. Handle blink now. Then can teleport. No, not can blink. change that. So, add branch where I was thinking I got stuck for a bit. So we're reverting, if not, can teleport. We are reverting uh, the camera. Okay? And then our target point ref, we can do a different kind of validation value like this, right? And then blink location, we are setting them if it's valid. Where um, we can use our ground trace. So since the target point reference is this, um, we are sorry, here we are setting the target point reference, right? By ground trace. So we can use our ground trace right here, blink location, or we can use uh, our ground trace right away instead of creating another one, blink location, right? You can uh, all this. We can optimize the variable that we are using, right? Oh, we are spawning. Did I make a spawn? Try to blink on target point, right? So if it's not valid, we're gonna make spawn point. Then custom again, blink play. Then we're gonna use blink play right here. And of course, after blinking, revert camera offset. I know that we use it from here. Like our time dilation one. I think it's this one. I don't think we need this one either. It's not reverting. I think because we haven't called this one handle blink. It's completed. Handle blink. I think I need to find every time dilation that I made. It's not working. I mean, it's not reverting back. Or maybe I miss a thing. Set time dilation. Find name all. And this one, I want setting it to one. No, I'm using only two. I wonder I didn't change the time dilation back. So I only have to like just search it time here, dilation and set global time or another one here. So yeah, only two. But I wonder why it's going. I use some kind. No, I'm not using tick. So putting camera offset back, time dilation to revert camera offset. Then we are reversing it. The outing need to add something as well here. I forgot. So validate get if it's validated, destroy. Okay. It's not. Oh, validation. Set it to point one. It equals to through blink. You can blink. Set global time dilation. My time dilation is 0.01. Then it can teleports through. You can teleport, setting it back like that. I wonder why it's not going back. Oh yeah, it's going back. But when you blink, uh, it's not setting back. Maybe it's not resetting yet. Okay, so we need to put not put when we need we're gonna when we blink the player. I think that will be the problem. So we continue this one blink player. So your mesh is your camera, your character set hidden in game. I did. As you blink, right? You set timeline again. Blink speed, speed, same as like that. Left click, left click. Then this one 0, 0, 0, 0. Then the last one will be this is the 0.15. Then 1 Go there and control, then right click on some node, make it automatic, right? And compile and close that one. Okay, and then play from the start. Then uh, go to self set after location, which is your you, the player, your new location, alert vector, then our speed or alpha, self, or just get after location. This is automatically self. Then your B should be your just gonna delete the teleport location, but uh, we make sure that it's, our set is 9. I think we need this plus 9. Is our, I think why I put 90. Oh, did I move it? Our capsule component or the mesh is like 89 right here. Why I'm plus minus or so you won't get halfway maybe. Or yeah, that's why I put 90 there. Okay, then put it on update. After that, our follow camera that field of view to have like effects of, it's like zooming, I mean zooming out, like fixing your view. It's like an eye when you focusing on something like that. Or again, then 50 and 9 was between them. Okay, and our rotation, we need, I think this one, and we need always in front. We don't look back. So fix that. Always look forward. Where your camera, I mean, yeah, where you're looking at your camera. Because right now, when you play, you can look back, right? Yeah, print, I know. Set actor, make rotation from X. After that, we're just rotating the mesh, your character mesh forward. So you always looking forward. And then when we are finished, your mesh, we hide the mesh, right? Of course, after finish, gonna show the mesh. the character again. I think we can try this now. Right click, link, but it didn't show up. Let's try what happened there. Why it didn't show up. Why it didn't show up. Here we go, blink player, blink player. We hide our mesh. We play from the start. Our blink speed. Maybe something. I wanna try this because I might did it wrong. Because we are making, you know, modification real time. That's why. So just the same one. See, flick player, revert camera offset. I wonder where's my character now. Yeah, I'm on 0, 0. Uh, We're gonna do some modification on this. Our blink speed. Make sure it's 0.15, like the end of it. I think that's why. Also, the other timeline that we have here, our camera, right? Make sure it's currently is 5. Make it the last one like 0.25. I think that's why we're having problem with time dilation earlier. So right now, I think we're done. Hopefully, I'm gonna do some other checks. What? I teleported outside, probably. Yeah. So we're gonna need some uh gonna open the our trace. This I wonder why it's still teleporting outside, even though we're using the ground trace, the blink location. So I think wait, because since we're using the blink, what's my blink? Remember we are using here? Maybe this is the problem. So I'll try to change it with this. Get after location. Just when you're where's our after anyway? That's spawning. Mm, maybe too small. Mm. But I got a typo here. Or maybe the one that we did earlier. Make success. In here, we're gonna change the blink or content pointer. Maybe add 10. It's like on the under the ground. So when you see this, yeah, or instead of making point 8, try to 8. More, much more bigger. So I wonder why our ground trace is outside instead of here. So what we're gonna do, we'll find out. Wait, going back to our blueprint, not on the third one. Here, we're gonna change another one that we forget. Offset forward. I think 50. Okay. So we are reducing our trace to 50 when it's hit by a wall. For example, here, still doing that, right? So let's check other ways. Or maybe we can enable all the traces as well. Again, uh, for duration. Yeah. 'Cause clearly it hit the wall. Line trace, impact point. Then light trace to ground. So this one should be the one who's responsible for line trace to ground. Line trace and oh oh So if it's true, line trace impact point, right? Then our start should be line trace hit. No, this one. Line trace end. If it's true, line trace hit. We are line trace hit. For end, line trace hit. Then A, if it's true, A, line trace impact point. Line trace end. I think we have a problem here. Offset forward should be 50 and 0 if not. So we are line tracing hit. We hit the line trace. Should be using offset forward, right? Then we are multiplying it there. Uh, line trace impact point minus uh, target point initial spot. Our this one, our face, this is pointing in our face like that. Oh, where is it? Yeah. Line trace initial point minus line trace impact point. Then we normalize it. And then after normalizing it, normalize, then we multiply them to the, we are multiplying them to our forward, right? Normalize, then forward, okay. Then minus the line trace impact point. Yeah, I think we're good. I wonder why we are teleporting outside. So I might been use the different line trace here. We check line trace to ground. Maybe we can use this. See, if the point is not here, then what are we using then? Because if we go there, should be we should be using the blue, which is line trace to ground. Then yeah, line trace to ground. So let's check our graph. Player to ground trace, and this one I believe. Um, trace. This is the blue one. So this is the one LT2 GT impact point. Okay, so let's go find out for the final trace. Find the impact point first. Because I think there's a problem here. So if our line trace has hit, right? So we're going here. We can print it. LT hit. So we know that's came from here. No, 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 we're not hitting anything. So here, LT hit. So we are hitting it. So LT hit, make sure that we are going here. And then um, LT to GT hit. Uh, let's try to break this one. LT to GT. Okay. So here, just making sure that we are using that. So LT to GT hit. So our ground trace, we are pointing it out to LT to GT impact point, right? LT to GT impact point. But uh, right here, mm, LT to GT impact point. It's not false. We have it there, so we're using this already. Then that's it. And I think this is the problem that I'm saying. Maybe we put it out for now. Let's just try it. I just copy paste it. Then paste it from here. What? I didn't copy paste it. Okay, so going there. Because I think it's being replaced by this one. So instead of we're using that one, we're doing the final trace, right? Instead of because we are bypassing this. It's still returning even though we're not putting return right here. You can see this? We're not going to the other part of the map, right? But still here, it will make you fall down there because, you know, no, not really. Just on the boundary of the wall. But also, you don't have any restriction there, so it's still, you're gonna fall down. But when you are like here, it will teleport you around here. So you can make an offset, um, like this. You can make an offset if you're not hitting anything, and then you are spawning here to the look at this like this when you're I don't know where did I 0, right? So we can make like if you are not hitting anything, right? Bringing me back to 0. What? LT to ground trace. I think that's the problem. So if false, uh, you can just delete this because this one not gonna work unless you put the function here, the last function that we just to make it clean, right? So you can um, cut this one. Then instead of return, you can return the node if you want. Like this. That's the same thing. I think even though you don't have return, it's okay. Okay, so this one, you can delete this one. I cannot delete you. Backspace. I don't know why I cannot delete it. Delete, 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 delete. No, I don't know. Deleting. So what we're gonna do if we are not pointing anything, uh, we need to find the closest. Uh, basically, it doesn't delete. Oh man, I think it's been deleted. Content browser, find your TP character, you reopen them, bug. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now, I think there's a problem right here. So when it's false, um, find the ground trace here, right? On no, no, no. Event graph. Why are you there? It should be right here. Okay, find impact point. Of course we're doing here. Print. You can say hello. The hello, right? From here we can just do like that. From ground to we need to validate the ground. LT to ground point, right? So if you are looking up, if looking up, yes, we're gonna use the ground LT point like this. But if you are not looking up, that's the problem there. Because we are using, it's not hitting trace, not hitting anything, and then the ground is not hitting anything as well. It's like here, it's okay, right? But if you are in there, up there, like this one, you're not hitting the trace and you're not hitting down there because that's so far. That's the end of the world. So we're not maybe here. LT, we're not looking up, which is false, but we're not hitting anything. Let's try this. Eh, hello. Hitting. Oh, what? Not hitting. You're not hitting LT. And then add this one. Since this one is going back there, what we're gonna do is LT to GT hit. This one. Ground trace, right? Ground. So false, right? So GT hit. LT no hit. GT hit. And go back there. This LT no hit. GT no hit. Okay. So GT, both of them were hit. Why there's a load there? So GT hit, LT no hit, and GT hit. But we're going up here, both of it. LT no hit and GT no hit, right? Why I get here? Maybe if no hit, both of them no hit, and then we can just um can teleport or can blink to false. See, we're not teleporting. It makes me fall down because LT no hit and GT hit. So I don't know why GT hit. Let's say let's see. Let's check this demo. Okay, so we go up there. So you can see if I'm where's my you see that it's pointing right there on the side. I don't know. Right now it's canceling it. Canceling our teleport. So we're not able to teleport anywhere around here because we're not hitting anything. But earlier, because when maybe I came from here and then that's why it gives me the point there because I came from hit to no hit, right? So it's already spawned the pointer there. So that's bad. You know why? Go back here. Um, I remember I put it back right here. So we're going to use the ground trace instead of the target point. Because this one is, you know, it's being spawned, but we're gonna fix that anyway. So our this guy find impact point. We can destroy when it's can't blink. We can destroy the target pointer. There. So from there, I go here. See, it's canceling, right? So from here, and then even though the pointer is still there, I won't able to blink, right? Don't use the pointer as your blink location. Always use the ground because it will make because let's say we spawn the pointer right there, then go here, right? And then no trace now is still there, or maybe right here on my side, right there. it's already spawned and um looking for zero zero location probably. So what we can do there, that's a bug, so we can remove that. Where's our destroy? Uh, right here. We can expose this to function. No, not you. This one. Break. Uh, collapse the function. Yeah. What's happening to my? Why I cannot make it a function? Wait, what? I don't know why it's my thing is being bugged. So delete, destroy maybe destroy target pointer, target point. Okay, then we can use that one since it's not valid. We're not gonna destroy. We can just return node right here. As simple as that. Okay, then going back to our, you can remove that, find impact point right here, can blink, and then destroy target point. So I'm thinking if we need to LT no hit, GT hit. I don't think that we need to modify that because uh, we're just returning this one here, right? Okay, so we can just directly go there. And this one is getting confused. You can do this too. So we can remove. I don't think if we use this find by name, how many you did set blink location, get blink location. We're gonna use the ground trace, so we don't use much blink location. We don't need that because we already have the ground trace. Hopefully, I'm not wrong with that. Stop redundancy. Okay, find all. How many? Just setting it up. Uh-huh. Well. And should be the same. I wonder why I'm using blink location for that. We're just adding offset, right? So we still use the this one. File and find another link location, find all reference by name, link location, no, more. Just other and just delete this. Okay, so let's try our function again. And link while flying. It's okay. It's like, you know, simple action of like you've been blinked. But we're not definitely flying unless we jump. go there, try to go, and cancel out. But still, we didn't destroy that one. Look, he's still there. And now I got a bunch of error as we delete them. I think that's the wrong of doing that thing. Send blink location. My final, no, there, no, I final impact, find impact point. This is the way, wrong way of doing this. We're gonna change the way we delete them. So at the first place, we can just the first place we can just don't spawn them. We need to find where we spawn where we spawn them. Where we spawn you. Not in camera, of course. Prepare blink, spawn target point. We are spawning here and we are calling it on trigger. Right? On trigger. We're gonna if it's valid, return. Why we have return mode? If it's the reference and spawning event here. So prepare to blink. So we are calling this every it looks like every tick. So when we are can't blink, maybe if can blink is true, you can prepare yourself. This one we're not using it as well, so we're gonna delete this in this tutorial. Maybe I used them in my previous. Maybe we can make a sequence here because I don't wanna. We still need to check all our traces, right? The second hand, um, we are spawning. Maybe we can do it when we have everything good. The last trace. Where to blink, find impact point right here. So when you can blink, you can spawn. Then pause, delete, destroy, target point. Let's just gonna check if it's still valid. Just go on, and if it's not valid, you spawn. Right? If it's valid, you destroy, and if it's not valid, it's already destroyed. Just checking it. You know? So we're not spawning anything right now. Not changing. So no hit should be false. But the problem now, we're not changing it after a trace. The can blink. It's not changing. If we can blink by now, right here. I'm still calling it, right? And it's not being spawned again. Yeah. The destroy is messed up. So if we can blink, should be changed. This one should be changed. Can blink. Where do we call this? Uh, set can blink, right? We are setting blink. This camera offset. This is only camera offset, right? We shouldn't be setting can blink there. Where we set the can blink, purple blink, uh, right about here, I believe. Yes, we are setting it. No, after this. Hmm. If LT hit, it has hit, then you can blink, right? Because you are using that one. Then you go here first, looking up, and then you still hitting something while looking up. You're still using the ground trace. Right? Then from false, if you're not looking up, then you're not hitting anything. What? This is so confusing. So LT hit is false already. So why I'm getting true here? Oh man. So if it's false, this one couldn't be. Wait, LT hit is false, right? Oh yeah, because possible. It's still possible that you can find the ground even if you're not hitting anything. So you're not hitting anything, then you're looking up, right? So when you're looking up, you're gonna use LT to ground hit. So if the ground trace going down is got hit on the platform or the ground, you're using the LT2 ground impact point. Then of course you can blink, right? Um, and then if you're not hitting anything to the ground, but you are not hitting. Oh, so this is the same as this. You're not hitting anything, then you're looking up, and then while looking up, you're not hitting on the ground, right? You can't blink, of course. But there's another check here, player to ground hit. So from player first, if it's false, you are. using player to impact point. So this one is missing because I don't think that this one is getting set. That's why it's 0, 0. If you are looking up, right? So we can try it. Looking up, let's say go up here. Oopsie, go up here. And then I'm looking up and then I'm not hitting anything. See, I cannot looking up and not hitting anything. Even the ground, not hitting anything. I know there's a error there. So if player to ground hit is false, your ground trace should be PL player to impact point. But where can this to BT? No, open up. Not being called. So looking up, then nothing hitting. But this one is not being called. So we're we're not hitting anything in our line trace, and we're looking up, and then our ground trace is not hitting. Should be right here. But player to ground hit is not hitting as well, but it's not calling. Right here. Look up, and it will be hit. No hit, no hit. Oh, LT not hit anything, but looking up LT to GT no hit, right? Right? I'm looking up. And then this one works, but this one PL to GT hit, it's not being called. So let's see the trace. Player to ground hit. So initial spawn, and then to ground, to LT to ground impact point. That will be our end. So let's try this. Yellow. Yeah, it's not being set. It's 0. It's setting to 0. That's why. Look, setting to 0. When we are not looking anything, our trace to that is 0. For us to this one, LT to GT impact points to 0. That's why. So our end is 0. Oh, this is the one that causing to spawn there. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, this one is being 0. LT to GT impact point. Of course, it's 0. Maybe you could fix this to uh, put it back now because we know the issue now. So we're not hitting anything, or maybe it hit because yes, as you can see, it hit. I know it hit. Look, you can try it. Let's see. Then when you go there, it hit right here because it hit the wall going to zero. But if you are here, it hit this one here, right? So what we're gonna do, um, I know it's hit. Hmm. LTTGT. So we're not hitting anything, but we're looking up. So we need to have another condition here. Yes, it says here. I want to print this one. You're not PL to GT here. It's hitting something. So if not hit some, is here. We're not looking up. I think I need to separate this. Um, wait, I need to separate this. Because I wonder if vector is zero. So we know that it's hitting something, but the impact point of that is zero, right? What we're gonna do if it's zero, then we set link to false. But if false, we continue doing that, right? So it hit but zero. See, right now we don't. I think we still have error because we're deleting them. Then if we hit something, if we don't hit something, PL to GT point, yeah, that will be used. Then why are you gonna use the PL to GT if you're not hitting anything, right? You'll be hitting anything, and then if I use that, LT, and then we're looking up, and then we're not hitting anything, and then we must find the ground. So if we're not finding the ground, not hitting anything, I think we should merge this. We are We are not hitting on why I cannot. Okay, so and if we are hitting anything with the ground, then and then impact point is zero or to true, right? And blink is the false. So we're not going to find any trace that will be end of life. But false, if we're looking up and then we hit some LT to GT hit, LT to GT hit. Yeah, LT to ground hit, it's hit, and then we can blink, of course. So this is the modification, just that. I think we need to remove this now for the meantime. Alright, then optimize this. Okay, so if we are not looking up like straight, let's see if we have problem on straight. Straight, not looking up, see, it's just cancel it. Although it's pointing, it's still pointing in the ground, still pointing there, right? So if we're not looking up, and then this LT hit is false, and then we don't need, it's already false already, right? False, this is nonsense. So it's if we're not hitting anything on our line trace, and then we're not looking up, uh, we're trying to check if the our line trace end to ground hit. If it's hitting the ground through, let's do the final trace, right? If it's hitting your LT to GT, right? So if you can find LT to GT ground trace, what its color? Uh, Blue, right? Blue, then do the final trace. Then if not LT to GT hit, not hitting anything, the blue thing. So if we try here, see, from LT going down, it's not hitting anything. Like if we go here, see, here, we're not hitting anything. So we're not gonna blink, of course. Although, let's say you go there, you wanna blink on the other side, alright? You should be, I think that's it. Looking up and then, I think that's it. Looking up and then look, looking up and then not hitting anything. I think that's it. Because we don't see the orange, right? So we think we need to do like this, but we are over like that. We should be tracing the orange. which is LT to what is our orange? Layer to ground. That's orange. Oh. Layer to ground. Because we're not LT impact point, GT impact point. Because the ground trace doesn't have impact point. Oh, I know now. We should select this. If this one uh, is 0, select select this one instead. Add true or false, right? Uh, if false, we use this because it um, has value. But if not, we're gonna uh, get the endpoint LT trace end. Get that will be call this LT trace to LT trace end to ground trace. Failure to ground. Our start point is then and no ground. So what we're gonna do if LT to ground point is 0, yeah, I think my end should be the vector of LT trace and no the ground GT trace and do you have GT trace and let's go to the ground trace. Yeah, we don't have GT trace and we need this. We have LT GT trace and right back to the play trace and let's see how it goes. So if we're looking up and then where's our trace? Here, right? On our point. It's trying to look trying to look for the trace. So we're not putting anything. Or maybe instead of um in our face, we can get the um location of our Instead of this, we can get the location of our capsule, which is where's our capsule? Right there. Or mesh, our mesh, right? Yeah, I think that's better instead of using this. Instead of using GT trace N. At least we have GT trace N. But instead of using GT trace and last trace and trace and maybe we'll try this first. I wanna see it. Luckily, it didn't teleport away. So we need to change the start as well. Select vector zero. If it's false, we gonna use our target point mesh. But if not, I'm gonna use location. So it will hit something from the ground. Right? For example, right here, see that? So it points me, and then it will point like that. But if you are so high, you can't. So when you point there, this you have you are so close to the wall, then it will use. But then we didn't put. Can we remove that one first? Because it's the error is still appearing. I'm gonna remove this one to delete. We teleported there, but we can't teleport from. It's not. I think it's kind of useless because um, if you want to teleport on the wall, you should be putting yourself closer to the wall instead of going there. If you go up, it will cancel, right? Let's say like this, it will cancel. But here on the wall, like instead going there. Or you can make a spear. Like if you're doing this, there's no detection, right? It can't detect anything. Either you can just cancel it or make a spear. So it will outrace spear, and then um, it will give you the closest platform as well. Happened there? Looks like it didn't teleport me earlier. I'm looking up, but it didn't teleport me. Whoa! Look at that. It didn't teleport me. Then why is that? There's an error again? Where to go? Maybe I mess up this part, but cannot blink. You're looking up, and then LT to GT no hit. It hit. I was in the platform and then do this. Or maybe it just bugged earlier. Well, I don't know. Oh, like that. You see that? It didn't teleport me. Wow. What happened there? Wait, what? It has hit. Maybe there's some being deleted. Hmm. Where is this set after hidden in game? Shouldn't be give us error with this, but you know, I think my spawn point mess up. This one. Because can't blink is false. Put it back here where I spawning it. Then we just delete all of this. Yeah, it just messed up because it didn't spawn. That's why it gives me error. I don't know what like that. It didn't blink me again. See? Why didn't mean blink that? When I look up, it's okay. Blink me as well here. Yeah, look at that. I think there's a pathway that, yeah, that one. You see that? It didn't blink me. Mhm. I put something here, then the final trace. And blink. You know, maybe this. Got it. No, got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah, one. I think we're able um to blink, but we didn't set this one that we are able to blink for the final trace, maybe. For the final trace, we have the green one there on the string. Maybe we change the color because the trace hit color is green as well. Maybe blue. Yeah, of course we can blink farther because we are able to see the floor. Upon checking this, yeah, the toothpicks. We're not just seeing this trace because we're not putting it on. Having a final trace was zero. I think the final trace same as blue. That's why it gets overlap. Trace N. Healthy trace N. That's our start. And then go down. GT impact point fill. It's player to GT hit to ground. If we are hitting the orange, that will be our impact point. But from here, from trace end, our trace end, the line side trace end to GT impact point. From player to ground, if we have the orange one, right? We hit something and then, yeah, we're gonna use this through for our end. So that's going down. It's like the same. What? It's like the same with our. Because line trace end is the same as GT impact point, ground to ground trace, ground trace. So it's like LT trace going down. So it's just the same. So maybe if we are, because this one is for for this our ground trace, so changing it. Impact point. Maybe we put back and link this one, going back there, going back here. Let's see. See, this is the right one. So um if we are trying to go further, like going, yeah, we can do that because that's our trace. But from here, instead of going here, we should be going there. That's the right, that's the right thing, right? Say here, right here instead of there. That's correct. But then if false, I'm putting it back. So, so when we set this one, of course you can still blink. Not you. Let's try this. So instead going to the blue one, is there's some object that blocking our way. So like that, right? So instead going to the blue one, we don't see this blue one, so it teleport us here. And one more thing, yeah, this is the correct one. So for example, we're going up, yeah, we don't, even if there's a blockage there. So, yeah, what happened to you guys? Yeah, instead of going to the blue, we're going to this point. That's our real impact point. So going forward, going backward. Okay. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Yeah. This is a super long video right now. I think we are doing 3 hours. Yeah, I've seen the videos like 3 hours because we did a lot of debugging back and forth, uh, and my spaghetti nodes, as you can see here. I did like zero here, but I'm not gonna use this. I think that will break our my code. Like so, I think I'm gonna stay with my what I did before. But for this one, can blink. Maybe it can be we're using this one as false. Looking up PLGL notate, and as well as this one. This is a new one. Okay, but clearly we can blink. Oh, without issue. And defining our, oh yeah, let's try that. Yeah, if we're looking down there, we're not gonna blink like that. This is just the same. As you can see the orange marker going back. Even the blue one is going back there. So only the ground trace is going further there because we have limits. Do this, you can still blink anywhere. So for our wall, yeah, you see that? It minus 50 offset for our ground trace. So instead of um, going inside the wall, we do minus just to be safe. If you are going up the wall, you're still going down like that. If you are not tracing na the text that you want to teleport up there, right? So I think that cover up the most things. For VFX, maybe next time I'll show you how to make the VFX. This is my project. Like I did, it has VFX like that. The only problem left, this is easy fix. Like this one is making you teleport the wall. So what you can do, see, LT to ground. This is a line trace probably. We can print our hit, right? Our line trace. Where is it? Print. Let's see how it's like. So it's printing like that, but when we are close, oh no, we're printing the distance instead. I don't think that we're using distance. I don't. I think we don't. So the distance is like why get 0? So 667 our distance, right? But here you see 0. So if it's 0, what we can do, we can do there in the first line trace. Prepare, uh, can send here to the last probably. You can set there too, but it will set another one for you. So this one can be changed up after here. So distance, find your distance right here. Healthy distance. Uh, yeah, equals equals to 0. Oh no no no. You can directly set it. So if has it's more than to 0, you can set the blink. But if not, then false, right? Fixing that. What? Why changing? I wanna print this one. Why is not printing? Maybe it goes to somewhere. Maybe right here or right here. Uh, Let's print every possible. But it's clearly that you can blink. Maybe here. It's LTTGT impact point. I'll make this quick. This way it's like 4. So like that. Uh, that's how we use. So maybe if we are looking up, that's 0, looking up. Okay? That's our. Oh, because there's a LT hit. So we're hitting something. But the problem is, uh, we're hitting something and we're hitting the ground as well. But the problem is our distance is being 0. So what we're gonna do here is if you can set the blink at the last point, the distance is 0, more than 0. Okay? So you can still blink like this, but if you're 0 like that. So maybe when what we're gonna do on the spawn, on that spawn point, if you can't blink, don't spawn it because we're not using it anymore anyway. So I think we are spawning here and hiding and hide hidden on the blink location. This one blink success. I haven't blinked because set blink location. I haven't blinked in this part. You guys fix it. I'm just setting the location. So if you can't blink, maybe don't set the location. Maybe don't new hidden. Based on blink, can blink, probably. Let's see. Because we're doing it real time. So if you are here, it's still spawning. Is it spawning? But we need to hide it. Oh, it's not negated, not full. Okay. So this should do. Instead of we're gonna delete it later, no, gonna mess up the code. So here we have the blink thing, but if zero, it's not gonna show up. Right? Yeah, that will be it. I'll leave the. Can we fix most of the problem here? If you find some bugs, let me know in the comment section so I can fix it. But for now, I cannot see any issues right here, and I don't know yet because this one is having loaded. I leave everything here as is so you can follow it. Okay? Think that will be it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.